I'm seeing one too many of the queens crying and truly hurt by this divide between black men and black women. I'm tired of the crying, I'm tired of the arguing. So I'm asking, how about we use these devices for a higher purpose? We could actually be on here solving problems instead of making more problems. And because the black community follows so much behind everybody else, even though everybody follows behind the black community, and everything that the black community does turns it into a fashion or a trend, we need to start doing what's best to heal ourselves. We've fallen so far from who we used to be that we don't even think about the fact that most righteous leaders in that time, between Malcolm X and even Harriet Tubman, were young people. We're talking very young people, in their 20s, and even between 16 to 20 some years old. But we've fallen. So that's the reason why we are out here divided. We're not as smart as we think. We're not as smart as our ancestors. And if you think that you're smarter than your ancestors, then that you're the problem. And it then loops right back around to us correcting ourselves. It's an eternal problem within ourselves that we have to correct in order to solve the problem between man and woman, especially when it comes down to race, or our race, because the race of the so-called American black has been tampered with psychologically for 500 years or more. Who knows? But since America's been here, the melanated American has been in a psychological pool, in this psychological whirlwind of trauma and drama and hate. So what I'm saying is, if you consider yourself a king, if you consider yourself a melanated king, take accountability, and let's not blame the queen for our problems, because the queen is the goal, and we keep forgetting that the queen is the goal. I understand that we are alone, battling in this world in one form or another, but the reason why we are battling is to protect or get to our queen. You know what I'm saying? So the end game is our queen in the Holy Trinity: father, wife, or father, mother, and child. But we're not using these devices like we're supposed to. These devices are left-brained technology that keep us battling each other. So when one person says something about another person, then they got the back and forth going on. The thing is with that is it's perpetuated through media for a purpose. So the fools that fall for it are actually making the rich richer, and the weak powerful, and the ignorant smarter. You know what I'm saying? We're giving them data. We're giving them power. We are the power source. So once we get it together here in self, once we find out what God in self, once we find who we are, where we're from, and where we're destined to go, what we're about, the way we go about things, the food that we eat, because all those things are poisoning us one way or another. That's the reason why they poison the air, the water, the food, so we can't think. This is the reason why we're divided. Point blank, I mean, just point blank. That's it. Let's find solutions. Let's get solutions. Point blank.